Hey everyone, welcome back to Signalis. I'm Kenna, and this is not the save room that I left you in last video. I actually went back to an old save file and started this level over so I could route it a little bit better. But we're not starting from the very beginning. No, I already have the cassette tape and the weapons case that you get from the shooting range. We're on level 5. I will say this. There are 3 key items that need to be priority, in my opinion, when you first start this level. That is the fuse that you get in the dining room that's on level 7, because that will allow you to start using the kind of dumb waiter elevators that are on each level, and that's really the only way you can get to level 8. The shutter gate key, that's on level 8 as well, which will open up that save room. I'm just going to inch by this star. She's going to go about her business. We're fine. She's fine. Maybe not. Maybe she's not okay. And the flashlight, which is also on level 8. And once you open up the save room there with the shutter gate key, you have access to the owl key, which will get you into the Oila dorm room. So those are the first 3 key items I would suggest making a priority, like I said. Gonna shoot that Oila, attempt to stomp on her, but I'm not able to. Okay, so we're just gonna sneaky deek here. You have to have your flashlight in order to see the door and go through it. It won't let you go through otherwise. It'll say something like, it's too dark. We have the island key now. This is, I believe, the protector's office. Colibri in the management office. One of the colibris has holed herself up in the management office on the 7th floor. I've seen her in her illusions, sitting inside the room, crying. Which one is real? I think it's because of that painting in there. How whenever I was close to her, I felt like my mind was being assaulted by the image of that island. Island of the Dam, or Isle of the Dam. The sensation was strong enough to make me hurl. Is there a way to neutralize the transmission? Maybe some sort of feedback loop of the frequency of her control signal? So basically, this is letting you know, hey, use your radio to defeat the colibri. Veneta. Cradle of Humanity, Veneta. And, okay, yeah, whatever. Why not just get rid of the Oila? Snuff her out. And we also have the hunter's key, which is going to go to the weapons case. Why on earth I thought pairing the weapons case up with my pistol was going to open the website or whatever, I don't know. I mean, I don't know most of the time anyway. I don't know why anybody would listen to me, but whatever. The hunter's key is going to open the weapons case to give you the revolver. The island key obviously goes to the Isle of the Dam painting, which we saw last video. That's on level 7. This is not what I wanted. Just head back to what I believe is like the piano hallway. Go into our save room here. Go ahead and get the gun case, pair that up with the hunter's key. There we go. Revolver. Sweet. I'm not going to take it with me. I'm going to go ahead and store it. There's no need for it now. I'm going to go ahead and save. So again, the fuse is first and foremost because it'll get those tiny elevators to work, because again, you cannot access level 8 via the flood overflow. You can climb down the ladder to 8, but it unlocks from within the Sierpinski. So the only way to reach level 8 and be able to unlock the door to the flood overflow is by using those small elevators. So now we have the workshop key. We use the island key to get the workshop key. And this is the Isle of the Dam picture. Again, a very prominent picture in the game. Very symbolic. Just gonna chill here for a second, let her go about her business. She already yelled at me once. I don't want to be yelled at again. Okay, so we're gonna go to the flood overflow. We're gonna go down to 8. There's 2 stars down here. I shot them both and then used thermite on one of them. I'm expecting that other one to get up at some point. I used thermite on one of these oilers too. Alright, just sneaky deaky. Falk dossier. Replika overview. Falk. Operational Command Control Unit Replika Falcon. Type Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Command Unit. Frame biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet resistance armor plating. Height 250 centimeters. Classified information, Commander, eyes only. The Protector, whatever that says, Commander, the head of each Aeon facility's Protector force is a powerful prototype bioresonant Falk unit, an authority that may never be questioned. A Falk unit serves not just as a commander to the Protectors, but as a nearly godlike being, a perception that is underlined by her tall build and resemblance to our nation's leaders, the Great Revolutionary and her daughter. Very interesting. There's a lot of lore in this level, the Protector's level. It is also aided by her powerful prototype bioresonance module, which not only allows her to bend the will of weaker minds and fathom their intentions and emotions, but also grants her the ability to manipulate objects from a distance. Again, bioresonance is a very big thing in this game. You always keep it in mind. So the Falk unit has bioresonance abilities. The Colibri have bioresonance. To Araz, hello. It's just something to always keep in the back of your mind. Get some ammo. Falk is down for the count. Falk's diary. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I do not want to live anymore as what I have become. The red eye beyond the gate showed me. No. Touched me, poisoned me. It feels like my mind has been contaminated, defiled by another person's memory. I'm no longer fully myself anymore, but I've not fully become someone else either. I'm stuck here between her and me, and with half-formed dreams and recollections penetrating my brain and tainting my every action. Who is she? Who is that white-haired girl? Why do I long to see her again? Why would she curse me like this? A very telling diary entry. So if you remember, I believe Falk, a heavy box fashioned to look like an owl. Small holes. Okay, so this is where the cassette from the Oila's dorm comes into play. And you use the adhesive that you get in the shooting range to fix the broken tape, right? Okay, so I actually need to come back here. But yeah, I think Falk was actually the first one to fall sick, contaminated. I don't know what you'd call it. So I'm just going to go really quick and put some things in the save room. Okay. Ooh. Oh, no. I think the Oilas actually potentially have the best sight of the replicas in this game. I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, girl, you do your thing. I'm going to do mine, and never the twain shall meet. So I'm heading to the workshop. That's where we used the cassette that we got from the Euler dorm room. And something else I didn't kind of elaborate. So I talked about the replicas having like fetish items. They have these items because if they start having like neural instabilities, the fetish items are supposed to, I guess, in a way, like ground them. The fetish items help them from like neural degradation. So like I think I mentioned like the Colibri, like their fetish items are like books and libraries. So if there's any kind of like neural degradation with the Colibri, if you can get them to a library or give them a book, it kind of slows down the process, if you will. Star and Stork, Replika Known Issues Part 2. Classified information, Commander Eyes only. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Well, somebody dropped the ball. Star. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within the dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. Okay, so it kind of actually explained what the fetish objects do. Stork. Stork units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their neural pattern is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality prone to cruelty and violence. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Stork's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Books on history or mythology work well as fetish objects. I just think that's a really interesting concept. The fetish items and how it works with the personality degradation type of thing. Like, it's really interesting to me. Okay, so we're going to use the cassette that we got from the Euler dorm, and then we are going to set our radio to 142. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back to Falk's quarters. I love this. Okay, what would be the best way? I think I actually want to use the like dumb waiters here. I don't know exactly what they're called. Utility elevators? I'm not sure. But you pick up the cassette in the Euler dorm. Falk's holding a case shaped like an owl. And you have to play. I think this is Swan Lake. I think this is music from Swan Lake. And you have to have this playing in order to open up the owl case. And you notice they kind of responded to me. Like when I first came in here, they kind of just stood there. They didn't know I was there. I think the Oilers might actually respond to this. And somehow my radio changed. Why did my radio change? It went down to 146. Or up to 146. No. We want 142, baby. Go back. I don't know why it changed frequencies. And there you go. That's why there's a speaker. And now we have the hummingbird key. which again, colibri in German is hummingbird. Or hummingbird in German is colibri. So now we have the ability to access the colibri dorm. Just skirt by these raw. Yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. So, don't know why I didn't just turn that off to begin with. Because I'm a ridiculous person. Okay, so now we have the hummingbird key. Just come in here. See what's up with these interesting colibri. Replika known issues part 1. Oila and Arar. Ara. This is the same thing that was in the first one. Oila. Oilas tend to form large groups and like to sing and dance, as the original neural pattern for this unit was a ballet dancer. Persona degradation can be easily prevented in this unit by making sure they have access to music through tape players or musical instruments. Always place at least one mirror in the Oila dorms, as they have a strong urge to check their own appearance at regular intervals. Oila's persona stabilizes by keeping a tidy appearance and through regular social interactions. Oilas will often organize in groups of roughly 10 units and give each other themed nicknames. There is a mirror in the Oila dorm. Ara. Even though they may seem like quite simpletons, do not underestimate Aras. While they may not show it, they judge those who are rude or unkind harshly and will quietly share this judgment with their own cadre. Aras get along best with Oilas, who tend to be patient and friendly, and have a talent for reading Aras' expressionless faces. In many facilities, Aras will construct service tunnels accessible only to them, often under floors and in walls. Unstable units may retreat into these tunnels. It is not recommended to attempt to retrieve them. Alright, so Aras, little mole rats, which is why they're coming up through the floors. You notice the infected Ara personas can be best stabilized by allowing them access to plants to take care of, ideally colorful flowers or trees. Interesting. Colibri, dossier on Colibri. Colibri, Commando Control Unit Bioresonance Technology Replika, Hummingbird, Type Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Specialist, Frame Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet resistance armor plating, height 152 centimeters. A marvel of modern technology, the Colibri is the most capable bioresonance unit ever produced. Every protector Falk unit is aided by a cadre of Colibri unit adjutants, which can amplify her bioresonance signals as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, Colibris are one of the most effective protector units. Able to directly influence the mind of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate among themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the senses, the Colibri's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. And now we have the eagle key. Sweet. And my inventory is full again. Colibri's note. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of an Elster unit working at Sierpinski. There's no record of that model of replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made due to the commander's sickness. Very important note. Okay, I'm going to have to go editing Kenna. I'm going to have to go back to the save room and put some stuff up. So, yeah, there's nothing I can get rid of. All right. Oh my God, it's like I teleported. All right. So a lot of German flashes across that screen. Like gib off, I think that means give up. I think there's like strib, stirb. I don't know, I think that means kill or something. I think that, whatever is like, who are you? Come on, give me another, and then 131. And then I think the FEHLR or something is failure. Give me another signal. So clearly the Colibri are having a hard time with whatever this infection is. 175. Is this it? Okay. It usually takes 3, maybe 4 radio signals for the feedback loop. Postbox key. That is what we absolutely want. I am full up in my inventory again. Unbelievable. Ah, right choice, me. Okay, because I want these little elevators. So I want to go down. So I think the post office boxes are on 6. Oh, hi. You see nothing. You hear nothing. I'm technically not even supposed to be here, apparently. Okay, so we're just apparently going to take the long way around. I'm probably asking for it. Dun, dun, dun. I wonder if I should just, like... Was this the best method? Probably not. Ooh. Oh, damn. No! Haha. Nice. Okay. Again, we're just going to ignore all those Elster units in that elevator shaft. They're 512. We're going to get our library key. Nice. Okay, you know what? I think I might actually... Yeah, let's do this. Use the flood overflow. We're going to head back down to 8. I cannot believe that star has not gotten up. The one I didn't use thermite on. She must be tired. Okay. This oil is up. Okay. Just minding my own business. Just passing through. Now we can get into the library. Mina. Dossier on Mina. Let's see. Mining nuclear tech, high security replica Mina. Type generation 3 industrial specialist. Frame biomechanical with high security reinforced armor plated servo shell. Height 260 centimeters. When it comes to dangerous cargo, heavy machinery, and hazardous environments, no other model rivals the Mina units with their high-security power armor bodies. Even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure, and in zero-G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplarily, I can't say that word, teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica model. Please note that the Mina neural pattern is not suited for combat use. For combat applications, the Saper variant should be used, which employs a combat-capable persona in the same frame. For more information, see whatever that is. So I don't know if the boss fight Mina we had was that one, the Saper or whatever. Colibri. Known issues. Again, it's the same thing that's at the beginning of every, like, dossier thing here. Colibri. Great care should be given to colibris. Their neural patterns are very unstable, and their bioresonance module makes them very susceptible to influence from others. Like most bioresonant individuals, colibris will often subconsciously create an emotional feedback loop, imitating and then broadcasting the emotions of those around them, acting as a sort of amplifier. While they are trained to recognize and disengage this behavior, already unstable units can sometimes spiral into persona degradation. Due to their bioresonant connection, neural pattern development in colibris varies less than in other models. The constant exchange of memories and emotions between units of a cadre act as a safety net that buffers extreme changes. However, once a majority of units in a cadre degrade, they will drag remaining units down with them. Because of this, it is important to decommission colibri units instantly when they begin to degrade. For persona stabilization, colibris should have access to a well-stocked library. So yeah, the infection probably affected the colibri faster than anything else. Because of the hive mind and the bioresonance. Once infected, the rest of them are going to get infected really quick. So this is a colibri. Who are you? You're not one of our staff. The others, they've changed. We no longer sing in unison. I used to be able to see into their minds. We were as one. Together, we guided them all. But now I can't understand their thoughts anymore. I've never been so alone before. They're still together, and I'm here outside, and they won't let me in. I cannot stand their song anymore. This is the only place where I don't have to hear them. This is the only place I'm safe. I can't go on like this. I wish I had become like the others, too. At least then, I wouldn't be alone. I hate this. Okay. That seems to be the end of it. So that's really the only sane-ish colibri in the game. So if you see here, well, that's a very interesting looking book, isn't it? So basically, this machine will only let you move certain ways, a certain amount over, a certain amount up or down. So basically, you want to have it get to that very suspicious, out of place looking book. Over, up, bam. What is that? Is that the king in yellow? Astrolabe. The back of the device looks like it might slot into a bigger mechanism. Doesn't it? Remember that room with the like map of the planets? Okay, bye, you poor thing. I feel bad for you. So we've come across an uninfected colibri, an uninfected star, an uninfected stork. I'm probably going to have to come back to that, but ultimately I need to get to Adler's. Okay, here, I don't think there's really anything in here I need. This is where I ended the last video because I got my ass kicked. So I'm just going to take out this Oila. Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. And then we've got like 3 other enemies. Shotgun's pretty sweet. Damn, look at that. I took all 3 out. No, I don't want to. I'm going to read that in a minute. I want to stomp her out. Jeez, almighty God. All right, let's... Shotgun shells I will take. Let's... rack them. Stork. Security Technician Controller Replika Stork. Type Generation 5 Combat Lead Unit. Frame biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet resistance armor plating. Height 240 centimeters. You tall girl. Each cadre of Protector security technicians is overseen by a controller unit, the most common of which is the Stork type. One of the tallest replica models, thanks to their extended legs, Stork figuratively and literally keep a constant bird's eye view of any situation, ready to direct and coordinate their assigned security technicians. Their tough, no-nonsense demeanor, though sometimes described as brutal and even cruel, makes them the perfect fit as unwavering sentinels of order. Actually, okay. There is something in this room. I'm gonna have to leave so much of this behind. Is there anything I can get rid of? There are 3 secret SSTV messages in this game. And I think one of the messages is somewhere in this room. It might be around this bookshelf. These 3 radio signals will allow you to get 3 keys that will then allow you to... Do you remember the lockbox that was at the very beginning when we first entered the Sierpinski that had like 3 locks on it? Those 3 keys that you get from the 3 secret SSTV signals will allow you to open that box, which gets you the secret ending. I'm not entirely sure where the other 2 are, and that's something I'm probably I don't know if I could even do it now. I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to do another playthrough of this game at some point, so I'll figure it out by then. So we're going to use the Eagle key on Adler's study. Adler's diary. Oh God, 7 pages. Damn. Let's see. I have been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial in the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking like a clock. Without Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there is anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her orders. Despite her minuscule stature, I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. Well, who's he talking? Is he talking about Falk? Huh. I had a dream tonight, another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and I asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I've never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chest piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. It's pretty telling. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notepad, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes a room. More sick, making my work ever harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that our protector staff decreases. So does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempt at treatment. Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my saved ration marks on that marvelous-looking fountain pen. But I guess I'll make use of that notebook. I wonder what the Adler unit fetish item is. Oh, why does he have an Elster dossier in his room? See, land survey ship technician replica Magpie, or Magpie, I've heard it both ways. Type generation 5, Cosmo Pioneer specialist. Frame biomechanical with carbon fiber reinforced polyethylene shell and titanium skeleton. Height 178 centimeters. A versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of Central Neural Archive on Veneta, new Elster units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. A decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. And this file is an Adler's study. Interesting. All right. Astrolabe goes here. Is it Astrolabe or Astrolab? All right. So I'm thinking we need to go to that star map room. Okay, wait. Okay, I can't move this top one. Like, at all. So I'm assuming whatever planet has that kind of star, these other planets, okay, whenever that star hits that top point, wherever the other planets are lined up, that's where they're going to go on this astrolabe, whatever. Okay, let's head out to that star map. All right, what do we have? Okay, so it looks like Heimat is the one with the star. So once that gets up to that northernmost point, I guess we're going to see where Rotfront. Ooh. So 2, 3, 4. Okay. And Kitza and Veneta are together. Okay. So I'm assuming the Kitza and Veneta are the two. So yeah, the two planets that are basically orbiting together, I'm assuming, are signified by this one here. So that one, they were kind of there when Heimat was at the northernmost point. And then you. Huh? Hot damn. I surprise myself sometimes. Shrine diary. Oh God. I've started yet another new diary. How time flies. The work is dull and monotonous as ever in Sierpinski, but a bright light illuminates my day. Today I was invited to a meeting by Commander Falk, and she was as magnificent as ever. Another day passes. During my meeting with the commander today, I felt the strangest sensation of familiarity as I sat with her. Sadly, our meeting was interrupted by an unexpected power outage. I've been feeling strangely paranoid these days. Never before have I felt so strongly the sensation of deja vu as I have these past few days. The dates are the same. 2184D. When I checked the pages of my diary today, I noticed that for some inexplicable reason, I seem to have dated my previous entries with today's date. What an embarrassing mistake. Uh-oh. Every day feels a bit like I've lived it before, and even stronger is the sensation that something is somehow just slightly out of place. Oh boy, you are losing it. Why is my diary filled with entries I cannot recall writing? Why are they all dated today? Has the loss of my beloved commander finally gotten to my mind? Am I going insane? I fear what will happen to me if anyone finds out. I'm alone in this. If they discover my notes, I'll be decommissioned too. Something is wrong. I can feel it. Is this really madness? When I read the pages of my diary, I recall events that never happened, yesterday that never was, yet it feels as real as the one I actually experienced. This cannot merely be a defect of my mind. Boy. It feels as though in this room I peer into another version of reality. How? I do not know. Perhaps I too have become sick like the others without realizing, but I will not succumb. It's a little too late for that, buddy. A slow accumulation of reproduction errors, a gradual corruption of information, a story, misremembered, slowly morphing with each retelling, like genetic material mutating and evolving, like the replica mind copied over and over from an aging template? That's important. I do not know, but I will find out. The answer lies below. I can feel it. Someone or something calls me from there in the mind. Oh, I think when... But and this is the end game here. Administrator's key. That is what we wanted. Okay. I think when Adler pushed, like right before Adler pushed Elster into the elevator shaft after the Mina fight, something flashed across the screen that said something along the lines of, like, we unearthed something. So obviously something went down in the mine. And there's been one or two references to a red eye. That's another symbolic thing that kind of shows up throughout the game. So now we can use this elevator and head down to the mines, because yay. It's mine shop access elevator controls. And for some reason Elster believes that if Alina, wink wink nudge nudge, is alive, she's somewhere down in the mines. That, I believe, is liminality. So we're starting chapter 2. Adler, I know you're here. I read your diary. You've been a naughty boy. I've done this countless times before. You don't belong here. Issa! And that, I believe, says Cycles. So given what we just read from Adler's diary, right? Given that he had an Elster file in his room, and there is no such... nothing indicating there was ever an Elster unit here on Sierpinski. This looks fantastic. I love the way this looks. And some of the things Adler has said, like you should have never come back or whatever. The fact that he just told Issa, I've done this countless times. And we just got something flashing across the screen called Cycles. Everybody keeps mentioning a white-haired girl, which again, remember the picture at the beginning of the game that ended up turning into Alina Sio. I mean, it's strange things are happening. Oh, I love the way this looks. It's so hexagonal. So these are the mines. Oh, okay. Come on. Oh. Nitro Express ammo. For what? What gun? Alright, let's just keep on moving. Oh. Hi. Mina. Ah, hello. You're not a protector, are you? What brings you here? You seem nice. I'm Bio? If you're down here, you're probably looking for something. I'd help you, but one of my hydraulics failed and I can't move. Oh, I'm pretty much done for, so you can just leave me here. Oh my god! No! There's no point repairing an old unit like me, so don't worry about it, okay? Oh. It'd be a waste of resources. I'd offer you my mining laser, but I don't think your frame could supply the power output. You're probably better off using a gun. There should be some useful equipment in the mining office. It's just south of here. Don't worry about me. There are many replacements. We're just replicas after all, right? Ah! Ugh. In the end, what's one drop to an ocean? When I die, they'll just make another. Thank you for talking to me. Oh, I hope you find what you're looking for. Is that it? No! Oh, that like makes me sick to my stomach. That like... That just... Like, yeah, I'm replaceable. Just because the people who made you are assholes and think you're expendable doesn't actually mean you're expendable, B.O. Oh. Oh, hey, safe room. Nice. I actually haven't, like, done this part. Mina. Alina's diary. It's worse than I thought. Everyone has disappeared. I still haven't found any trace of Elster. It is as if she never had been here. Something's wrong with the protectors, those that are still around. A guard spotted me earlier sneaking out of the medical wing, and she let out a monstrous scream as she chased after me. When I looked back, I saw her face, and now I can't forget. It looked like she'd been in some horrible accident. Yeah, because that was an infected protector unit, honey. Oh, flare gun, nice. Oh, well, thank God I'm right here by a box. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and let that be it for today. A surprise Sunday upload, I know. Like I said, I wasn't like displeased with my last video. I just don't feel like we got a whole lot of progression. We got a bit of lore out of the way, and we kind of got a layout for the levels of the protectors' quarters and whatnot. And we'll pick back up with this later, maybe sometime later this coming week. But I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know what you think down below. Leave a like. I always enjoy hearing from you, and leaving likes helps the channel and kind of gives me a barometer to go off of. And think about subscribing. I would love to have you as part of my channel for realsies. But you all take care. Have a fantastic Sunday, and I'll plan to see you tomorrow. Bye.